So now, here we have a low voltage disconnect module. We have to get below 12 volts because that's what I set. So we'll do this kind of quick. We got below 12 volts. Now, we have to get 2 volts above 12 volts because that's what I set to reconnect. There we go. And if I hold the button down, then you're going to see 0. So that stopped the delay. We could add a delay before it turns on if we really want to. And also, we can hold down this button, and this is the voltage the module thinks is being applied. And so I'm actually going to hold that back down because we have 14.1 according to the power supply. That's what I want on there. So I think that's pretty much it for what this does. We'll look at adjusting it in a different short or later in this video. So now, currently, I have this module set so that we have to get below 12 volts before it will cut power. And then I got to go up 2 volts above that before it will reconnect. So that's how I set it. We got 12 volts there. To change it, I double press it. Now you see the little decimal point flashing. And got to keep pressing this. If you want to go really fast, you can hold it down, but that would probably zip past 13. I want to stop at 13. So there we have 13, and as soon as it stops flashing, I go to 13, go below 13, so we're above 12, and there you can see it disconnect. Now I'm going to have to go above about 15 right there before it reconnects. So it's still about 2 volts higher as we set before, and we set it so there would be no delay right there, although I just made a change of a different setting. But in any case, there we go. So now we're a couple volts above 12 volts. This will cut off at 12 volts. Make sure I'm at the voltage, or a little bit below 12 volts. There we go. It actually shut off. So now we have this set so that it has to be 2 volts higher before it will turn on, and there you can see it did. So we also know that because I can press this once, and there you see 2. Press it twice. Now it says 2. We can lower the voltage. You hold it down, it scrolls really quick. But we'll just go with about 0.5 volts. Keep this simple. And so once that decimal point stops flashing, then I'm going to do this. So let's go back to the voltage. Again, we drop back to 12 volts where it'll cut off. And if we go up 0.5, maybe 0.6 volts right there, it should reconnect. So I didn't set a time delay. We could also do that. And we can also adjust the voltage that it thinks it is. But I think that's close enough right now. It kind of drifts about 1 point. But in any case, that's how we adjust the reconnect voltage. So now, we set this module to shut off at 12 volts, and then to turn back on at 5 volts higher than what we set it to shut off. Now, so we can press it once, and see that, the 0.5 volts. And so what we're going to do is add a time to this, and I'm not going to have time to show this all because I'm going to make this into a short. But now we add a minute delay. So that's not for the shut off. We should get the shut off. That is for the shut back on. Let's make sure we got a high enough voltage to guarantee it turns on. And we're going to have to wait a minute. So I'm going to cut that out. Alright, so I believe we'll be coming in on a minute in a few seconds or so. I wasn't paying exact attention. And there we go. We got it back on. So now I don't want that set for a minute right there. That causes problems. I'm going to set it back to instantly turn back on. So now finally, it's important that this voltage is really close to what the actual voltage is. It kind of drifts just a tiny bit. But in any case, we have this set so we get below 12 volts, it cuts off power. And when it's about 0.5 volts higher than 12 volts, it turns back on. If we press this for a while though, then we can change this. So I'm going to really quickly press it like 10 times so that it thinks it's 13.6 volts right there. And so we have the 12.6 on there. Now if I go to 11.6, it still thinks we're above 12 volts even though we are less. We got to make up that difference right there. So that's a real problem. It thinks that we got a different voltage than we really do. So this is a short, so I'm going to cut it there, but I'm going to make sure I set this back to match up with what the actual voltage is.